I would like to discuss the answers with you, which are given to you under the unit of water as a natural resource. Right. Question number 1 was, how many states are there in water? Name them. They are having two questions. How many states are there in water? 3. Name them. What are they? Solid state, liquid state, and gaseous state or gas state. Right. Question number 2. Give examples for above 3 states of water. Examples. Here in your textbook, you can easily find them. For solid state, we can take glaciers, ice, snow as examples. So then liquid state of water, you can take river water, sea water, ocean water, tanks, wells, that way examples. Then gaseous state of water examples, you can take steam and water vapors. In here, steam and water vapors. Right. Question number 3. You are given a diagram and asking after a few minutes what you can observe. What you can observe? Yes, you can see water droplets are forming on the wall of this glass. Right? You have to write water droplets are forming on the wall of the glass. That is the answer. Then second question asking, what can you conclude by above activity? Conclusion. Now you are keeping this glass in this way, the ice cubes and some water. Then after a few minutes you can see here around the glass, on the wall of the glass you can see water vapors. What is the conclusion of that activity? Yes, we can tell water vapors available in atmosphere. Water vapors available in atmosphere. That is a conclusion. That's why they are condensed and deposit on the wall. නේද? මේව ගනී බවටට තියෙන ජල වාෂ්ප ගනීභවනය වෙලා මේ ග්ලාස් එක මත තැන්පත් වෙනවා. Right. Then question number 4. This one, based on availability, there are 3 types of water. What are they? Right. Based on availability, we discussed that. What are they? 3 types: precipitation, surface water, and groundwater. Right. Next question asking, give examples for about 3 types. You can give examples. Precipitation. Examples: rain, snow, hail, sleet. Right? These are the examples. Then for surface water, you can take the answers. Here, oceans, seas, rivers, streams, tanks, ponds, lakes, waterfalls, like that. Then groundwater, you can take examples: water springs, Jala Ulpa. Right. Okay. Then question number 6. There are 3 types of water based on salinity. Name them. What are they? There are 3 types of water based on salinity. Yes, they are fresh water, marine water, brackish water. Okay, they are the answers. These 3 are the answers. Then question number 7 asking, what do you mean by salinity? What do you mean by salinity? What is the answer? Yes, the amount of salt dissolved in water is the salinity. The amount of salt dissolved in the water is called salinity. ජල සාම්පලයක දියවී ඇති ලවණ ප්‍රමාණයට අපි කියනවා salinity කියලා. Right. Then next question. Question number 8. You are given 3 beakers as ABC, and here the volumes parimaman, yes, they are same, 25 milliliters. Then let's see the question. In ABC, beakers have different types of water. Three beakers are same and they have equal volumes. Masses of ABC beakers are given to you. Here masses are given. A 28.7 grams, B 25.3 grams, then C 26.3 grams. So asking, so masses are given, these beakers are same volumes having. Asking what types of water should be in A, B, C. So you have to consider the masses, right? You know, in equal samples of water, if you take marine water, brackish water and fresh water, their masses are different. Even though the volumes are same, their masses are different because different due to different salinities, right? So here the highest mass is goes to A, that is 28.7. So it should be the, yes, it should be the marine water sample. A is marine water. Second one is 26.3 grams. So that is C. It should be the brackish water sample. B is brackish water sample. Then least figure B 25.2 grams. It should be then fresh water sample. Right? I think all you got this. Highest value, highest mass goes to always marine water. Least amount always goes, or the lowest figure goes to fresh water. So the brackish water moderate value. ඒ දෙකට අතරමැදි ගානක් තමයි brackish water වල තියෙන්නේ. Okay. Then question number 9. Write 7 importances of water for human activities. Right. Here I'm expecting these 7 factors you need to write here as importances of water for industries including agriculture, for sanitary purposes, for household activities, for transportation, for leisure, for water related sports, to generate electricity. Okay. Then question number 10. Give 8 examples for importances of water for the existence of life. ජීවයේ පැවැත්මට ජලයේ වැදගත්කමට උදාහරණ 8ක් දෙන්න කියලා question එකේ කියන්නේ. Yes. Here these 8 questions you need to write as the answers. Okay. They are having here telling about how water important for the life. ජීවය සඳහා ජලයේ තියෙන වැදගත්කම. These all I explained to you, therefore I think you can write it. Here telling about how water important for human activities, right? Okay. Then question number 12. No, sorry. Question number 11. Draw a pie chart and show how ocean and sea water, solid state of water, water to be consumed in that chart with percentages. Here I'm expecting this chart. You need to draw this pie chart and you need to show sea water or ocean water and solid state of water and water that can be consumed and with the percentages. ප්‍රතිශත සහිතව මේ chart එක අඳින්නයි තියෙන්නේ. Okay. Then question number 12. What do you mean by water pollution? Then water pollution. So you have to write the answer. Water pollution. Unsuitable for consumption of water is called as water pollution. Unsuitable of water for consumption is known as water pollution. පරිභෝජනයට නුසුදුසු තත්ත්වයට ජලය පත්වීම ජල දූෂණයයි. Okay? Right. Then, question number 13. What are the characteristics of polluted water? Characteristics means lakshana. Yes. We can see no colorlessness. අවර්ණ බවක් නැහැ නේද? කළු පාට ගතියක් තියෙනවා. Bad smell coming. Blackish or color has, you can write color has changed, bad appearance, then bad smell giving. What else? Yes, some we can see some animals are breeding there, right? So that those are the bad, sometimes bad taste. You can also write that also. Those are the characteristics of polluted water. Dushita jale lakshana. 14. Write 5 methods of polluting water. Jala dushanaya vana krama pahak liyanna kiyala. Here you can write, you can in this page now, page 45, they are having some methods. You can write those 5 methods. Then asking, what are the bad results of water pollution? Bad results, ahitakara pratipala. What are they? You can write. Yes, it gives bad appearance to our environment. අපේ පරිසරයට හොඳ ප්‍රියමනාප බවක් නෙමෙයි එක් කරන්නේ දූෂිත ජලය තියෙනවා නම්. Right, you can write that. Then mosquitoes and flies are breeding. නේද? mosquitoes ලා මැස්සෝ මදුරුව බෝ වෙන්න පුළුවන්. Then what else? Yes, it making various diseases for humans. ඒකෙන් ජල දූෂණය නිසා විවිධ ලෙඩ රෝග ඇති වෙන්න පුළුවන්. It giving bad smells to the environment. From that also various problems, allergies may come. Allergy අසාත්මිකතා එන්න පුළුවන්. That way you can write the answers. Okay, right. The last question. How can we minimize water pollution? Minimize. Right. If you know the ways of water pollution, when a krama dannawa nan, we can write how we can minimize. For an example, here telling addition of agrochemicals and chemicals. We can write it how to reduce the pollution, water pollution. Yes, we can write it minimizing of addition of agrochemicals and chemicals. Minimizing means avama karanawa. We cannot stop these things. We cannot totally stop. අපිට සම්පූර්ණයෙන්ම නතර කරන්න බෑ. But we can minimize. අවම කරන්න පුළුවන්. So that way you can write this. Here you can write minimizing of addition polythene and plastic to water bodies. Here you can write minimizing releasing of chemicals and impure water from factories. Then here you can write minimizing of waste materials and impure water to water bodies. Here you can write minimizing of washing and bathing in water bodies. So that way you can write how we can minimize water pollution. Right? Okay. I hope to see you from the next unit. Until then, be safe. Goodbye.